Let's go ahead and start the second quest. That was a pretty quick one. The Butcher's Blade. Wasn't she the butcher? The struggle to prevent the emergence of beasts grows increasingly desperate. We were hoping you'd stop by. I'll show you to Commander Aldine at once. And Arnvold sure booked it. He's now got halfway across the country. Or at least the area that we can get to. You're a welcome sight as always, Brillian. Aye, and a lot's happened since we last spoke 5 minutes ago. We Silver Griffins have been keeping busy. Man, you guys work fast. As have I and my men. And I'm afraid we've little to show for our efforts. Although we've been searching high and low for the blasphemy, we've seen neither hide nor hair of it. Unfortunately, everyone else has had better luck. We've received reports of lesser beasts throughout Girabania, and putting them down is as important as hunting the blasphemy that got away. To complicate matters, rumors have been circulating that these beasts were the Skull's kin. While this was true of the recent incidents in Ala Gannha, we cannot have people jumping to conclusions, given that they might feel tempted to do. It has been suggested that we take the individuals into custody, for their own protection as much as the safety of others, but that would only isolate them even further and give credence to the rumors. True. The recent unrest has hindered the efforts of the Silver Griffins to no end. Therefore, I ask you to aid them in their endeavors, and see if there is aught that can be done. Also, you'll be joined by another volunteer. Try not to be too surprised. I thought I felt my ears burning. I said I don't need a keeper, but did they bloody listen? Dude, they bollocks. Come on, don't be like that. This was what you agreed to. Besides, you'll never know what you might have had need of a healer, and there's none better than Brillian. Yeah. He's right. You've earned a measure of trust, and this shouldn't be taken to mean otherwise. Thick as thieves, are we now? Then there's no need for this sodding collar, aye? We all know it's not coming off anytime soon, but this is how it's to be, then fine, so long as she keeps out of my way. Excuse me, Fordola? Wasn't I the one that kicked your butt? With Uriandra's magical stick? I want the two of you to visit the Silver Griffins' headquarters in Ala Gannha. Several relatives of Crania Lupi have agreed to meet with them, and we could do with a measure of precaution. If anyone so much as mentions the skulls, I'll deal with it. Understood? Let's get this over with. Trying to put a good amount of contempt in her voice. See, she's as much as risk of turning as anyone, maybe even more so. You don't need the echo to see the weight she's carrying. She's still not got a handle on her own echo either. Sometimes the visions come without warning, and with such a force that it's all she can do to stay standing. How is that any different than me then? There's no telling what might happen when she comes face to face with the family of her former comrades. So look out for her, please. I wish there was more I could do for her myself. Arnvold, please. You're the one who literally saved her life. But we've all got our own duties, and I'll see them through to the end. So must we all. Follow Fordola's lead. We're counting on you both. But be ready to step in, even if she curses you for it. Oh, don't worry. You don't need to worry about that. I'll step in if she needs it. Fordola's not the sort to ask for help. Gee, really? So make sure she doesn't get in over her head, would you? Gee, really? Watch, Arnvold's gonna beat us back. with his super speedy wheelchair. Just picturing him like rolling his, just picturing him rolling across the stands, like trying to go as fast as possible to beat us back. I'll admit, this is not quite what I had in mind. ... I had a feeling Raban would send you, Brilliant, but as for her... If you've got any complaints, take it up with the commander. No, it's fine. Truth be told, ever since that day at the Royal Palace, I've been thinking... Stop. You don't want to say it, and I don't want to hear it. To the matter at hand, then. We Silver Griffins have been working to support the relatives of the Crania Lupi. But one family has gone missing. Mother and her parents, who lived together under the same roof. One of ours paid them a visit, but they were nowhere to be seen. And when they went inside to check, they found the house had been torn to shreds. Thick gouges in the floors and the walls, made by beast claws by the looks of them. Uh-oh. Do you think they've turned? Aye. That's the most likely explanation. Please do whatever you must before anyone else is hurt. There's no time to waste. I'll head to the west, you east. Okay, sounds good. I mean, we know she's not gonna run away. Even without the collar. She gotta stay around for Arnvold. Well, we need to head on over here. Top of the waterfall. How are you supposed to get here? Do you literally have to go all the way around here? It's been a long time since I needed to walk here. Let's see, there's destination. Oh, hello there. Let's see what I can remember of this, How to do this. I completely forgot to do my, this thing. I still have some muscle memory, but not enough to really be able to do it. This is spends of... Okay. In the dirt you spy an envelope containing a crumpled, tear-stained letter. Read the letter? Yes. Dear Mother, I hope this letter finds you well. Time is short, so I must keep this brief. Although I have never done anything to make you proud, I promise you things will be different when the war is over. Until then, take care and know that I love you with all my heart. Placing the letter back into its envelope, you turn your attention to finding the others. Well, that's pretty interesting. Let's see, it looks like there's another one all the way over here. Okay, destination. There you are. Probably should summon my chocobo for this. Although my fairy is pretty much healing me more than enough for this. How long does this last? 10 seconds, okay. Ooh, wedding ring. Time-worn wedding ring. You discover what appears to be a wedding ring, with a name and date engraved on the inside. With seemingly no more clues to be found, you decide to report to Ragnfrid. Ragnfrid. Okay, sounds good to me. Alright, Ragnfrid. Well, let's talk to Fordola first. What's done is done. Were you able to find anything? Yep, I found this interesting letter and wedding ring. They mean anything to you? Then it was as I feared. I found and killed a third. It was carrying this. a matching ring. I'll deliver these effects to their next of kin and arrange for a funeral, or as close to one as possible under the circumstances. ... There's no changing the past. We'll always carry it and the scars. But no matter who we were or what we did, we're Alamegans, then and now. The Empire was our enemy then, and now it's despair. What? Sure. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Good words and deeds will serve us best in this fight. Weapons even an old man like me can yet wield. Thanks to the two of you, the missing villagers may finally be laid to rest. I and the other Silver Griffins will redouble our efforts to prevent any further tragedies. I finished checking the wares, sir. Everything's in order. Good work. Take a rest, lad. You've more than earned it. Keep this to yourselves, but Everett's younger brother was a member of Crania Lupi. He's exactly the sort of person we're trying to help. Like many of the others, he was reluctant to talk to us at first, but after we gained his trust, we were able to help him find work. He's taken to it well. Uh-oh. It's her! The Butcher! Uh-oh. Traitors! All of us! Kinslayers, deserving of hate and death! Hate and death! Uh-oh. Right in the middle of the village. Get back! Get back! Well, so much for that. Of course. Of course. The kid that walked across the screen at the beginning of the cutscene. Stay away from her! Yeah. Fordola saved your girl's life! I know, but she's... It happened in an instant. That poor lad. But it had to be done, and without hesitation. Would have been much worse otherwise. Could you go after Fordola and see to her wounds? I'll do what I can here. So are we not gonna have to do any healing in combat? I mean, I don't really mind. It's just kind of a bit silly. Oh, let's talk to him first. We're not living a song or fairy tale. These problems we struggle with won't be solved overnight. Nevertheless, we've got to do what we can to move forward, and as a people united, I have to keep dealing with tragedies like this. First, let's see, slash slap. There we go. Knock some sense into her. I want to say thank you to the brave lady for rescuing me. Do you think I'll see her again? Not if your mother has anything to say about it. She risked her life to save my daughter. Whatever else she may have done, I owe her for that. Okay, see, I did slap some sense into her. Let's go find Fordola. Let's see, where is she? I guess she's gonna be outside of the town. There she is. I'm fine. Leave me be. Fordola, please. I said I don't need your help. It's not only your injuries I'm worried about. I'm a healer. Let me do my job. Bloody hells. If you're here to patch me up, get it done with it. Quietly. Okay. I'm healing! This is just silly. A coral can't change its spots, and there's no washing the blood off my hands. Nor would I, even if I could. Taking up Garlean's steel was the first choice, but not the last. Like the first kill, the hardest. Every choice after that comes easier and easier, until I stopped counting, stopped caring. You tell yourself it's right. It's for the greater good. You give the order, feel the ground tremble as the cannon fires, and when the dust settles, and your own men are buried beneath the rubble, and you tell yourself, Fordola. Me too. Fordola, please. Ah! Mustn't give in. Ha, ha. That man in the village. I saw his past. I'm the one who killed his brother. Of course she was. I'll be alright. I just need a moment. Can you wait with me? Everything the skulls fought for, the sacrifices we made, the things we did, in the end, it was all for nothing. Sometimes I look back on the road I walked, and the bitterness I can still taste, and I wonder, if I'd grown up in another time, another place, would I have done the same to different people? Was it always in me? To be me? All I know is, everyone would have been better off if I'd never been born. I don't know, Arnvald seems to... Actually, yeah, never mind. Arnvald's paralyzed because of her, technically. Or, wait a minute. No, it happened... I think he went to try and get the things out of the wall. And then... she said he was an idiot after he tripped the alarm. Then Lunar Ifrit tried to attack her, and then he blocked it. So that's more his fault. But I was, and I dragged others into the hell of my own making. I remember these two brothers in particular, childhood friends of mine. The older one enlisted with me, but the younger... he would never have made it as a soldier. He was too kind, too good. Ansfrid died in a specula imperatoris. But his brother is still out there, somewhere. Not that I've got the courage to face him after what I did. I hope he's found the life he deserves. I met a former skull called Herdolf. I know a young man who survived the fall... Wait, what? I do not remember this at all. When? When did we meet him? I don't remember. Well, who? Did you give his name? I'm glad he made it out, but too many others didn't. Too many others still need our help. I helped make this blasphemy, and by Valgar, I'll kill the bastard if that's the last thing I do. Anyway, that's enough out of me. I'll be heading back to the city to make our report. I suggest you do likewise. Okay, let's head on back to the Almegan quarter. Just teleport over there. Yep, going back to the Blasphemy Hunter. And Raubon. I heard what happened. If nothing else, at least you've seen with your own eyes what we're up against. Oh, trust me, I've seen it multiple times now. Welcome back. Fordola's already given her account, and I'd like to hear yours too. So she's almost turned into a beast herself. We'll have to take that into consideration before sending her into the field again. Didn't you think of this before? As far as the events of Ala Gannha are concerned, the two of you did well. Despite the appearance of several beasts, you were able to prevent any further casualties. However, this serves to confirm that those with connections to Crania Lupi should be considered at risk of turning. Over the years, many of them have drifted away from the larger settlements and have taken to living in secret. Others made their way to Ul'dah as refugees, including some individuals of interest. As such, we'll be working closely with the Immortal Flames to locate and offer support to those refugees in particular. In fact, I plan to make the journey there for an audience with the Sultana. Once my preparations are complete, perhaps you might accompany me. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. I think she's seen me more recently than you. I think she'd be happier to see you.